Lord, I tell you what, I created a whole different live and I wasn't trying to log on to the right one. So, yeah, still learning. Let's see if that did the trick. Lord, I tell you what, I created. Yes, okay. So we're live on the right place. Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Put down where you from in the chat, please. Oh, hey Cal, how you doing? You see, I got my cowgirl hat on. Okay. So yeah, I'll wait a little bit to see who else is gonna join, and then we'll get some things kicked off. But while you're coming in, say hello in the chat, like the video, all those things to help push us out into the algorithm. Appreciate all the help. Oh, thank you, Cal. Pink is one of my favorite colors. As a matter of fact, when I saw this hat, I was at TJ Maxx, and I just happened upon it. So let me go ahead and get that hat because at TJ Maxx, if you don't just go ahead and purchase it, when you come back, it may not be there. So I got it for maybe 20 bucks, and I love like the little rhinestone detail around the base part. So one of my faves, actually. Okay, so we got 4 people here. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you all for showing up to the live. I really appreciate it. So I'm trying to do these maybe like once a week. I'm at least try once a week for the next couple of months, and then we'll just see how it goes because I'm trying out some new things, and we'll just see how this works out for you, girl. Okay, Cal, have I worn this hat in a car? I'm sure I have. Now, Kyle, I don't know if you saw my responses before, but you do know that I moved from Texas to the DMV, right? So, with me being in the DMV now, I don't really drive my car as much. So, I may drive my car like a couple times out the week, if that. So, I ride the metro quite a bit to get to and from where I'm going. When I was in Texas, I was driving my car almost every day. So, that's why you don't really see me, driving or anything like that because I don't have a need to. So yeah, when you're out here, you really don't need a car unless you just want to have one. And because I'm used to having a car, I still kept the car that I have. I just don't drive it as much, honestly. So very low mileage is going on my car throughout the year. It's insane. So at this point, I'm getting oil changes just because it just says to get one, not because the mileage requires it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I got going on with that. All right, hey, Miss Lou, you know it. Where the fans at? You know what? I about need one because I'm feeling a little hot in here. We're kind of in that little in between phase with the weather where you have like, it could be cool, it could be warm, it could be both at the same time. It's a lot going on around here. So I'm trying to get into my fall clothes. You know what I'm saying? But the weather ain't working with me because it's supposed to be raining. I think starting later this week. So it's just all over the place. But yes, hey there, Mahuti Kunipa. If I may not be saying it correctly, so please bear with me. Also, hey to Mr. Theo Play Gamer. So glad y'all were able to join the live today. Appreciate you guys. Please make sure you like the video to help me push on to the algorithm. Also, put down where you're from. So I know where Cal is from. I know where Louis, you know what it's from. So where are Mahati and Theo play? Where are you guys from? Guys or gals, rather. Okay. Well, it takes a while for me to see the comments, so it's like a little bit of a lag time, but that's fine. So yeah, so let me tell you all. So I don't know if you've seen what's going on my page, but I did post this live that I did impromptu on this past Monday. So one of my friends invited me to a mixer, a content creator mixer here in the DMV. So I went, one of my first ones ever. Although I was told that I've been to one before. I went to a kickback at a friend's house, and I didn't know that a kickback was the same thing as a like a content creator in real life type of link up. So, I'm new to this, so bear with me. But I went um, on Monday, and it was nice. It was at this place called a it was called what, a kitchen bar, and it was at this a hotel called Hotel AKA in downtown. What was it, DuPont Circle area, in DC. So it was really nice. So it was not the best weather. It was kind of rainy a little bit, a little drizzly. They had a lot of stuff going on inside and not like on the patio too. But they're redoing it again this upcoming Monday for those who might be interested in going. It's by Mixxy Monday, so you can find them on DMB Threads on the Threads app. Yeah, that's their name, DMB Threads. But anyway, went out there. A lot of nice creators were there. I met a few people. I didn't mingle with a whole lot of folks because I really don't. I don't do that, I guess. So yeah, I went. I got my spot. I was sitting down. I clicked the live on. We're hanging out with you guys and did my thing, right? So yeah. So maybe if I go again, I'll do a little bit more of the mingling. See, that's why I'm supposed to be there, correct? But a lot of people doing in real life type of streaming where they're like walking around with their camera person, like filming them as they're doing like conversations and whatnot. So this one guy was telling me that I should consider that. And I'm like, one, I don't have people that's gonna walk around and just film me at no event, number one. And number two, I'm not sure if I want anyone to film me all day long, at an event. So I'm not at that level yet when it comes to the streaming and the in real life and all that kind of stuff. So yes. So let's see. But yeah, I had a good time at the event Monday. I did post that stream. And yeah, it was good. It was good times. But I will tell you this, I just realized that when I posted that live stream, it wasn't the best quality. So I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna do in the future because I may have to stay at the house and do streams instead of doing stuff, out in the world because I'm not finna go get all this internet and everything else to be streaming, when I'm out and about. So work with me on that. Let's keep it going. Oh, hey, Lavonda, how you doing, girl? So you okay? I put it in our little thread that I was gonna do this today. Like I was telling the people, I'm trying to do this once a week. I'm thinking Thursdays, but we'll see how this goes and if I continue. But yes, y'all. So that's what's going on with that. Also, you asked me about the Mika's or Micah's stuff. I have bought things from them one time, and what happened was is that I had saw this dress by this other brand. I forgot the name of it, and the dress was like $300. I think it was $300 for the dress. Not on Mika's, not on Micah's, but they ended up making a dress very similar to the other one that I wanted. So I said, "Oh, let me go ahead and try this for $100, opposed to spending 300, and just see what they're talking about." So I ordered, I think, 3 dresses from them, and they were all good quality. I did a review on it actually, but yeah, so they're definitely legit. If they say they have the things already in stock for quick shipping, the quick shipping really is on the quick side. And but the one item that was not really available, it did take a minute for it to come, but it did arrive. And it was pretty good quality. So I don't have any complaints. And I'm probably gonna order something else from them. I had some cardigans that I liked that they had. I just gotta sit down and and just do it. So that's where I'm at with that. So so no, it's not. I don't think it's Sheen quality. I think that I haven't had issues with Sheen. I mean, Sheen can be hit or miss. Some things I've gotten from Sheen, like I've got like this really pretty, it's like a jacquard, 2-piece suit. I haven't worn it because I can't fit the pants, girl. So there's that. But anywho, like they have some well-made pieces. I'm thinking about no. Yeah, they do have some well-made stuff, Sheena, but some things, like you said, aren't the best quality with Shein. But I think that Mika's is a little bit better quality than Shein. Yeah, it's definitely better quality than Sheen for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, 'cause I be buying things like $10 on Sheen, but the stuff I bought from Mika's, even though I got it on sale, it might have been like $50 to $70. And like I said, I got more of their knit dresses. So so far so good. I have no complaints with it. But yeah, I think their quality is better than Sheen. That's what I'm gonna say today. Don't hold me to it. Oh yeah, girl. Yeah, I understand. But coming, with Sheen, it's like I have bought things from Sheen, and it's hit or miss for me with them sometimes because I bought things and they were like they had no shape to them. And I'm like, I didn't see this, on the website. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't hit the way I thought it was. So I know what you mean when you're asking about the quality. Yeah, because I have some things I'm getting ready to get to the Goodwill now that I got from Sheen. So there you have that. But yeah, so what else we got going on? So let me see. Okay, so that's good to know. I ain't gonna hold you, Mr. Lewin. What are you talking about? You not gonna hold? You just. You know what? Keep with your engagement. It's appreciated. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Yes, keep with the engagement. Thank you very much, sir. Right. What she said exactly. You get it, and it's like not what the picture show. Yeah, I mean, I've had that happen to me on several things when it came to Sheen. I'm like, did I really order this? But so yeah, it's hit or miss. But you know what? I don't really buy a lot from Sheen. It may seem like I do, but I really don't buy a whole lot from them. I do like Fashion Nova though, but I did get a few dresses from them that were like floral because next spring when it's time for like all of the horse racing events, I need to already have my stuff in the closet. Because I ended up buying a dress to wear to the event that they had here on the 3rd of May. I forgot the name of that event. But yeah, they did like the horse racing event. They just showed it. They just had rented a place and then they just showed it on the screens and stuff at the place here. But it was actually being held down in Louisville, Kentucky. And so this girl had my dress on. So I was like, you know what? I'm not used to going places and people have my outfit on. Now we both had like different shoes, different pieces. It looked totally different. You know what I'm saying? But it was still the principle of it all. So I said, I got to get back to making sure I have things in my closet for all my events I want to go to. Because I cannot be looking like other people. Just saying. She said I ordered from Shein one time and that was the last time. Fashion Nova was already a hit for me. Yeah, I like Fashion Nova too. Yeah, I got this dress from Fashion Nova as a matter of fact. But yeah, I do like Fashion Nova. They're usually pretty spot on with the clothes. I mean, you get what they display on the website. And I really like when you can get that stuff overnight for free, or with free shipping. I really be trying to go for that when it comes to Fashion Nova, any of these brands. To be honest with you, because why pay for shipping when you can get it free? Yes. So yeah, I do like Fashion Nova. So if I had to rate between the three, I would say Fashion Nova's at the top. Then I would do Mika's, and then I would do Sheen. And Timu is at the bottom. I only ordered from Timu one time, and my Timu outfits they did not hit at all. So I tried them out, and that it was a no for me. So no more Timu for me. Mm-mm. So let's see. Lou, it said, laugh a lot. You said, don't hold you to it. Oh, I did say that. What I've been for talking. I don't know what I be saying half the time. But yeah, don't hold me to it. But yeah. Yep, I want to order from Micah's once. So that was my one time opinion. But I'm going to do a second order and we're going to see if it's consistent. So So you haven't ordered anything from Temu before? I did. I ordered from Temu when everybody was talking about Temu because one of my good friends, she was raving about how she got this really pretty animal print dress and how it was the best thing since sliced bread. So I'm like, yeah, let me go in here and see what they're talking about. So I found like, I think like two or three dresses, shapeless. They did not. No. The material did not look like it did on the site. So I was like, you know what? That was a one and done for me when it came to Temu. And I'll be seeing folks around here buying like furniture type stuff from Temu. So I mean, I'm not knocking them. I'm just not buying anything from them because I've already had my one experience. So I'm gonna go with what's tried and true at this stage. What have I been doing to keep busy? Well, first of all, let me tell you, what day was it? So today is Thursday, right? So Tuesday, I messed around and my back went out. However they call that. So my back has been very tender. So today I felt well enough to kind of get out and about a little bit. But yes, I've been stuck in the house. And I'm like so annoyed because, I'm on this furlough. This is my prime time to be out here in these streets on this mandatory vacation. And I'm stuck in the bed because my back is sore. So one of my friends told me to get this Aleve back and pain medication. So I did get out today to go get that. Um, and so yeah, I'm trying to get this my back nursed up. So I've been taking my pain meds. I went and found my back support, my brace thing, not a waist, but like the back support thing. I've been wearing that, and then I got my ice pad. So I've been trying to get myself back, back to 100%, so I can get back out here in these streets. So that's been my latest challenge since Tuesday. But Monday I went to, like I said, the mixer thing. That was Monday night, and then I have been, well, what I would have liked to have been doing if my back was cooperating, I would have liked to have been exploring more of DC, this DMV area with my new time that I had. But today I was editing some videos. So like tomorrow I have this fall haul video coming out. I filmed it a few days. Well, I filmed it last week, so I finally got it edited. It's gonna be out tomorrow evening, and I'm editing some other stuff too since I can't really try on stuff right now because it's just too much of a hassle trying to get in and out of clothes. So yeah. So let's see what's been doing. So I went to Annapolis. I think I told you guys about that the other day. I have a vlog coming out for that probably next week. So all my videos are already scheduled out through the 29th of October. So that's why, and I keep switching the dates depending on what else I have added to the list. So yeah, so I've been really focusing, I guess, during my furlough reset on like trying to do more content because I'm calling it, this is Vlog October, right? So I'm trying to do more than what I normally do in a normal month, and with the extra time, I can film more, and check things off my to-do list, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's been a cross between trying to film more content, see the DMV a little bit, and then also like trying to organize things here at the house. Like I've been organizing my loft. I have been trying to go through like all these shoes I got that I need to get rid of, some of these clothes, and I'll make one nice trip over to the Goodwill to kind of hand that off. But I'm trying to get a little bit more organized with this time that I have. So that's kind of what I've been doing with my little furlough time, my little furlough reset. So trying to do things that I need to do. So you know what? I hate when, I know for me personally, when I have all this time and I'm not achieving like something, I gotta have something to say, okay, I did this with my time. Like I want to go to Shenandoah Valley so I can see the leaves change colors. But I'm like, you know what? Do I really want to try to drive out there that far of a drive, like 2, 3 hours, and my back is like this? So I'm trying to, get myself back to at least 95% so I can go do that before everything is gone with these leaves changing. Because I really want to go see that, but we'll see. I know I said a lot, but that's what I've been doing with this time that I've had here. So yeah, content creation, organizing, and sightseeing, essentially. And yes, girl, it was shapeless. It was a dress that was very shapeless. I mean, you can do a style hat where you can put like a bracelet in the back and put the little thing around it to kind of remove some of that extra fabric and have a nice little design in the back. I mean, but I wasn't gonna do all that for that dress. Mm-mm. That was doing too much. So what happened with the health benefits? That's a good question. I know typically the health benefits usually last for 30 additional days when an employee leaves civil service. So I'm not really sure how that works with a shutdown because the what would they call the premiums are paid out of the paycheck, right? So they come out of your paycheck. So they send that directly. The employer pays so much, you pay so much, go straight to your provider, right? And I'm not sure how it's going to work out with this furlough situation. So basically, at this stage, no one's going to be getting a check next week. The people who probably got a check this week probably got one for only maybe 3 days worth of pay, 2 or 3 days worth of pay. But yeah, so we'll have to see. I mean, I think they were voting today on this bill. I mean, I don't see them coming to any kind of resolution until at earliest probably November. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Um, and honestly, I want to say what they have on the floor right now is only going to fund the government. I think it's like November 21st. So it's like, okay, y'all at this standoff for a CR, a continuing resolution that's going to pretty much expire November 21st, if I'm not mistaken on the date. Now, someone else was talking about maybe doing one that extends like December, but I mean, the House is still on vacation. So, I mean, they would have to come back in order to um, help create said bill to extend to, December, if that makes sense. So, I don't know what these folks doing. And I just don't see anybody coming to the table for November. I think that once they surpass the 35-day um, mark, because the longest shutdown has been 35 days, the one that was from 2018, 2019. I think they want to exceed that 35 days, is what I'm thinking. Then maybe after that, they might come to the table. I really don't know. So we'll see. So okay, so this one person put something in hieroglyphics. I don't know what that is, but um, hey, how you doing? So Lavonda says, oh, so basically you are going to a Cobra status. I guess so. I'm not sure what Cobra status means. I mean, typically, like when you get when you leave the government or whatever, you do have the option to continue paying for the insurance direct to the provider. You do have a 30-day grace period between your last day and when you have to make that decision, so to speak. That's how it is under normal circumstance. I'm not sure how this thing work with this furlough. So this is interesting, and this is a lot. Let me just say that. So yeah, every day like they get up on the news on the podium and they state their positions and how they're just wanting to get the government back open, but yet the House has been on vacation for 3 weeks now, and I just don't know. I mean, I get what they're saying that they did their job a month ago and got this clean bill passed in the House, but I mean, I think we're on the ninth or the 10th vote in the Senate, and it was like not passed. Like, how many times are they gonna have to vote on this before someone says, "Hey, we might need to just go ahead and have a conversation"? So I think, from my understanding, that Schumer has requested to have a private meeting with the Republicans, to which they're not trying to participate, from what I gather. So yeah, I'm not really sure how they gonna move forward anything. I just don't know. I mean, they still get paid. These congressmen, they still get paid during this time. It's the government employees, to include the military, that doesn't. I mean, yeah. So President Trump found the $8 billion in the research and development budget at the Pentagon to pay the troops this one time for the 15 October check. But like they say, that's not sustainable. So what's going to happen when they get ready to get paid for 1 November? Are they going to just find another $8 billion? And where this $8 billion? I mean, they just got money just sitting around, huh? So I don't know. There's that, right? But yeah, so that's the furlough update, I guess. But yeah, so I mean, one of my coworkers, she's been out sightseeing, let me know about free meals for the government employees, all of that good stuff. But I tell you what was interesting is that I saw this lady out in Philly. She was like the I think she's like the vice president for her union. She worked for air traffic control, and she was just saying how like even in New York, like people are having to like pay to go over these bridges to get to work. They don't have the money to pay to get to work, let alone cover their living expenses. You know what I'm saying? And food. So she was just saying she's a single mother of five, grandmother of two, and then it's hard. And so I mean, I guess hopefully with people putting out these stories on the internet, people might hear them. Like, when not Jeffries, when Johnson was on somebody's live show, this lady called in military spouse, and she was like, "Look, you have the right, you have the ability to put the House back into session. We need our check on the 15th of October," is what she was saying, and that her kids would not make it if they don't get this money on the 15th. So I mean, people like that, going on these platforms, like, hey, we need this money. Like my kids could not be here tomorrow if we don't get this money. Like she laid it out. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy how you have people, that got to still go to work, but not gonna get paid, and got families, and you got these troops overseas, um, in the deployed zone, and they got to worry about if they paycheck gonna hit their account today. That's just crazy. But I just hope that they get this figured out, and that they figure out also how to go ahead and pass a bill so we're not in this situation all the time. And while we talking about it, like a lot of people say, oh well, the government employees, they make all this money, and and they should have all this money saved. Let me tell y'all, when I first started working, it had to be like 2000. I started in 2004, but I want to say 04, 05. First job out of college, right? And I left my purse at my desk. And this guy that was senior to me, he pulled me to the side. He said, "Hey, do not leave your purse at your desk." He said, "Always think poor government employee. Poor." Now, at this point, I was like an intern and everything, so I'm the lowest man on the totem pole. So why would anybody steal anything that I have? You know what I'm saying? They got more than I do at the time, right? And that man said, he told me, he said, I remember to say, poor government employee. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, while I was there, this lady um claimed that somebody stole $100 off her desk or something like that. And they went and blamed it on the cleaning lady, who was this, right? Now the cleaning lady, I mean, that was her job that she had, right? But she had married this man that was a contractor, retired military. So that man had some money. You know what I'm saying? She had them coins. Okay, she married her older man, right? And so that girl didn't steal that money. It couldn't find out it was another coworker that had stole the money. Someone that looked like that. So yeah, so it's and was a government employee, not a contractor. So people always be trying to what's the word, stereotype when it comes stuff like that. But they had wanted to go through that woman's stuff and everything, trying to save $100. But I'm like, why would you have $100 sitting on your desk like that, just out? Like, who does that? But like I said, that man told me, poor government employee. There you go. Yes, that right there. That's a true story from down there in Georgia. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, but also for those who might catch the replay, like, if you're affiliated with a credit union, which everyone need to be affiliated with one, because they have different conditions that they can, help you out with stuff, right? So a lot of credit unions are like offering, like they're floating people's paychecks, like, hey, you didn't get paid, we'll float you a paycheck, 0% interest. You know what I'm saying? Or they have furlough loans, or they're like letting you skip your loan payment or your car note payment type of thing. So if you don't have a credit union, you need to get you one because they provide a little bit more flexibility in times like this compared to like your mainstream banks. So yeah, just putting that out there. Cause I told my brother about it yesterday. I was talking to him, and he was saying he needs to get him a credit union. I said, you definitely get you a credit union, especially if you're trying to, build a business and stuff. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, that's what I got on the furlough stuff, y'all. Oh, Maurice Reed, hey, how you doing? Welcome back. Yes, from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Yes, sir. But yeah, so did y'all hear about D'Angelo passing away earlier this week? I'm sure you guys have. I was um I was kind of taken aback because I mean I'm not in the family or nothing, but it definitely caught me by surprise that he passed away from pancreatic cancer. So you know, shout out to him. Rest in peace. It's interesting. How Angie Stone passed away earlier this year, and they have a child together. I'm not sure how old the child is, but it's very unfortunate um, situation. So, but yeah, I do like his music. I never got to see him perform, so yeah, I didn't get to see Prince perform either. But he was a good one. I really enjoyed his music. I would listen to it today actually, because I like to listen to Neo Soul on my Alexa device. So yeah, a lot of times his songs play in that rollout. So yeah, rest in peace, sad. Lou, and it says I still have a D'Angelo physical CD. Oh wow, that's nice. I doubt if I don't think I ever had his CD. I have some CDs, um, in one of those sleeves that you would have under your car visor, but I don't have like the cases. So I don't know. What I want to do one day is like put on my accent wall, like either some like vinyl record, covers or like CD cases to kind of do with decorations. So that's not today, but that's in the future. But yeah, so that's unfortunate he passed away. But you know what? I didn't know about pancreatic cancer until one of my coworkers at a previous job was telling me how her mom passed from it. And so I went to one of those cancer walks that they do to, bring awareness. So I want to say pancreatic cancer is the color purple. So yeah, that's how I kind of learned about it, and that basically, once you're diagnosed with it, you're typically diagnosed with it once you've gotten to a um, like a later stage. So it doesn't have a very high, success rate or whatever you want to call that rate. But yeah, and I want to say Alex Trebek also had it. And I think he's one of the few that lived pretty long after being diagnosed. But yeah, there you have that. So yeah, very unfortunate. Mm, let me see what I got here. But yeah, but I mean, I guess I should ask you all, how are you guys doing with everything going on with the furlough and everything? I mean, what are you guys doing? I mean, you may or may not be impacted as far as like not going to work, but I mean, it's on the news every day. So how are y'all dealing with that kind of stuff? Let's see if anything comes into the chat. Okay. It takes a second, so mm, mm, okay. Well, we're gonna keep it rolling then. So yeah, so as I was saying before when I was talking to Miss Lavonda about what I've been doing, I got some new videos coming out. So I don't know, what do you all think about these live streams? Like, it needs to be like a dialogue, not a monologue, right? When we just I don't have a script. You know what I'm saying? Like I come here, I got some things I want to talk about, but I'm kind of feeding off what you all put out here too. So I was told that the vertical stream um, would be a little bit better than doing horizontal. And so I can say that I've seen more people in the chats with the vertical stream. So I may keep that going for a minute. We'll see. But yes. But also, yeah, what else is going on out there that y'all want to chat about, if anything? Let's see. Okay. Well, I don't see anybody saying anything in the chat. Okay. All right. Mm. Lou, and you know what's good for the weekend. It depends on how my back doing. What's good for the weekend? I saw a TikTok where they have a lot of things going on this weekend here in the DMV. So I don't know if I can get out and about. There's this rooftop event that's going on out at Union Station. I might wouldn't mind going to. And this friend of mine here, she wants to go to this Halloween pop up bar. So I'm trying to find out from her like what day does she want to go. I mean, honestly, y'all. I mean, if I don't get this back situation together, I can't be going outside with these tennis shoes on trying to be cute. So we got to get some priorities in order. We got to get this back right. So I'm gonna be resting up. Once I get off this live, I'm gonna go ahead and put that back brace back on and put my ice pack and stuff on to get me back to 100% quickly. But yeah, so what I would like to do is get out in these streets this weekend. That's what I would like to do. Now I was told about this. I think it was called Caribbean Fest or something that they do at this place called Linganore Wines out in Maryland. I forgot which part of Maryland. So they had that festival. I want to say a weekend ago, so I missed it. But I've been to that location last year, and it's really nice out there, and the wine was good. Yeah, so I gotta go get me another bottle. So yes. So Maurice Reed is asking me, how have your days been going? They have been good when my back is 100%. I know I should be. I'm grateful. That's all I got going on. The back will heal. I'm gonna go to the chiropractor tomorrow. Make me an appointment, so I'm gonna go see him and get that going. But my days have been good. Let's see. Like I said, I went to the content creator event thing on. I went there Monday. Saturday I went go karting. So I do see where LeBron has asked about the go karting. So yes, I did vlog it. It's gonna be out next week sometime. I forgot the day. No, it's gonna be out Sunday. That vlog is, yeah. And y'all, I actually drove the go kart. I did. So I was proud of myself because I didn't think I could. Because I do have a little bit of claustrophobia, a little bit of anxiety. I was like, I don't know. Because they gave me like this sleeve thing to put on my face. And I was like, what is that? But once I got over it, I was able to participate in the race. So I had a good time out there. So I would go back. I would. I got me a little go-kart license now. Didn't know you had to have that. So I have a go-kart license, and I'm legit now to go back and do some go-karting. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, so that's how my days have been. They honestly, the days have been running together. You know, like my boss told me years ago, when he retired, he told me that every day is the weekend except Sunday. And I totally understand what he means. Every day is the weekend except for Sunday. Oh yes, because I don't know what day it is half the time. So yes. And I love that for me. I do. I mean, I understand that this government shutdown got people stressed out, but honestly, I needed the reset. I needed the time to not be going to work every day. I needed the time not to be stressed out and annoyed by people. So for me, I'm good with the shutdown right now. I'm good with it. So I call it mandatory vacation. My supervisor texted me yesterday. I got back with him today. I mean, look, I'm trying to live a life as if, that I do not work. So I don't want to be reminded about a job. Don't remind me about labor. You know what I'm saying? That may sound odd, but I'm just telling y'all. So I'm enjoying my time off. And if they gonna back pay me, that's even better. So thank y'all for that. So I understand people are trying to stand on business and stuff right now, and they don't want to vote. They don't want to come together and figure something out. That's what I'm saying. But at some point, somebody gonna have to give. We can't just sit here and be on furlough forever, right? So, but yeah, but then I see something about him about the president potentially providing like some money to Venezuela or somewhere like that. I don't know. I saw that I think yesterday somewhere that he's working out some kind of bailout. I'm like, what a bailout for America? Where is that at? But let me keep going. So Maurice Reed, okay, no. So Lou, you know it says you're still trying to find those DMV speakeasies. Yeah, I found one when I went to the Roslyn Jazz Festival. I just happened upon it, and that place was nice. I cannot think of the name of it. I'm sure I have it written down on one of my vlogs and the titles, but the food was good. It was good music, good, excellent service. I mean, let me tell y'all, the service around this area be horrible with these folks. I mean, I guess because so many people just go ahead and like charge that 20% service charge, they just be like, you know what, we just gonna give you whatever, because we gonna get this service charge anyway. But let me tell you, at that place I went to, because it was actually maybe around the corner from the Roslyn Metro station. But yeah, that food was good. And so when you go inside, you have these like wooden doors, and they don't have any type of name on the front of them. But you gotta know which one to go in to get into the speakeasy section. But it was nice vibes, so I definitely want to go back there one day. But yeah, I guess as far as finding like the speakeasies, like you gotta follow like the TikTok creators and the Instagrammers and YouTubers that are like DMV lifestyle people. Like you have people who just strictly do like restaurants and events and stuff like that. So those type of creators will usually have a list of places for you to go to because they're going to be going out, and seeing what's going on with these places. They'll probably be invited out by the restaurant to then come out and do a video to help get them some type of promotion. And that's how I have found a lot of speakeasies. Typically, is through those creator accounts. So when I moved here, I started like going on Facebook for like DMV, DC groups, and started like joining into those, and then like finding creators, because once you start following certain people, then you'll start getting others in your For You page, and then just seeing where they're going, what they're recommending. And that's kind of how I figured out where to go and things to do in that kind of rigmarole. So I didn't know Arlington had a restaurant week. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Yeah. So, maybe I should go out to Arlington. See, I need to go look up their website and see what restaurants are on the restaurant week. Cause I like restaurant weeks where you can like try like those 3-course meals and stuff. Back in San Antonio, they would do it twice a year, like in February and August, and you can do like the 3-course meal, dinner time, lunchtime, set price $35 or whatever. And I would love trying new restaurants by going to those restaurant week deals. I mean, can't beat it. I would always go like to Melting Pot, Fogo de Chao, Brazilian Steakhouse, some of those seafood places. Oh, I used to love going there for that. I don't think I've done a restaurant week since I've been here in the DMV. So I need to change that. Yes. So thanks for letting me know about Arlington's restaurant week this weekend. But yeah, I did vlog the go-karting. Had a good time. I did. But let me tell you, I had on my thigh high boots. Like I posted a short with the outfit on today. And they were like, well, ma'am, do you have shoes? I'm like, yes. I mean, I knew I couldn't drive a go-kart with stiletto boots on. You know what I'm saying? But it was about the look. So, and I wasn't exactly sold if I wanted to um, drive the go-kart or not, right? So there's that. But yes, I did drive it. And, it was a little bit of challenge initially, but I finally got the hang of it. But I would do really well if I had the track to myself and didn't have other drivers on it. That would be ideal for me. Yeah, like when they start bunching up around you and stuff, like I'm like, y'all need to get out of my way because I'm trying to get where I'm going around this curve, and they just in the way. So yeah, what else we got here? So Lou and you know it says, where are the best happy hours? Hmm. Well, I love the happy hour at Bonefish Grill. So I love their they have like $5 martini and $5 margarita Mondays. So I love going there for that. Fogo de Chao has the caipirinhas for $1. You get like two for $1. Well, two for $1 each. That's on Tuesday, but you got to be like a member of the rewards club, which is free. So I like those two for sure. Um, where else have I been? I went to Cooper's Hawk. I like their happy hour. They have some really good drinks. I want to go back. I found that restaurant maybe a week or two ago, and so they have like a sangria flight that I want to try. I gotta go back and try that. I like their blood orange pineapple margarita. That was really good. So I've been twice now, so I keep getting that same drink. And then I also have like really good food too on the happy hour menu. So I like that. That's one of my new faves, one of my new go tos, Cooper's Hawk. Um, there's another one, another place called it's a oyster bar. I cannot think of the name of it, but they got one. They got several around the DMV area, but it's an oyster bar place, and they have like this froze drink I like. It's like $5, and they have like different food menu items too. Like I like getting like the sliders, like crab cake sliders, and then like the they're called like loaded chips or something with like cheese and tomatoes and all that. Like I don't know what it is, but it's actually pretty good. But yeah, so they have some good restaurants around here. Now they do have a happy hour at Miss Toya's. I think at the Silver Spring location. Yeah. So I've been there once. It was pretty good. But I mean, yeah, like they got them all over the place, honestly. So typically, I try to look at the menu beforehand to kind of see what they have. Like if I'm interested in what they have to offer, like I don't want to go if you don't have anything that I want to eat. I went to this place called Han Spot. It was like an Asian restaurant, and let me tell you, that was one of the worst habits I've been to in a long time. That drink was not good, and I did not like the food either. So I would not be going back. I was trying something new, and that was wasting my money and my time. So I won't be going back there. No, no, no. But yeah, so but yeah, like I was saying, when it comes like to the speakeasies, like those DC DMV creators, they talk about happy hours on there too. So, but they have a lot of nice speakeasies around here in DC. Because I feel like for me, like summertime is rooftop season, and then like speakeasy season for me gonna be like in the fall and the winter. I'm gonna still get outside when it's cold. I'm just not gonna be outside that much between the car and the building I'm trying to get to, you know? And if it's snowing, I won't be going anywhere. But I'm not gonna be sitting in the house not doing something for 4, 5 months out the year. This is not Alaska. So yeah. A lot of people don't get out much when it's cold. And I get it, like that's why I have like long johns and stuff like that. Like I know how to dress for the winter. When I lived in Washington State, it was a lot more colder. It was colder there than it is here. So that's how I know how to dress for the winter. But a lot of people, they'll say it's cold and they walking outside with like a button down shirt on and a blazer. Like, sir, where is your wool overcoat? Where are your long johns? Like, where's your warming wear? You know? So if you don't dress for the weather, of course you're gonna be cold. Like, I don't get it. So anyway, y'all, I don't know what do you guys think about that? Like, if you're living in a cold place, like, do you just go outside wearing regular clothes for the fall? Like, how do you dress for the wintertime? Now, I don't know if Kyle is still here. He's from Chicago, well, Illinois. So yeah, Kyle, if you're here, put in the chat, how do you dress when it's cold outside? Mr. Lewin, how do you dress when it's cold? I think you're up in the northern area, if I recall correctly. So yeah, how do you all dress? Like, do you guys just wear your regular clothes when it's cold outside, or do you actually put on like warm clothes? I really want to know what your thoughts are because I am floored at how people can sit here and complain about the weather as if they don't know what the weather is and that they need to like dress for it. I am floored. I am mind boggled, bamboozled, and hoodwinked too. Okay, so Miss Lavonda says I'm in Florida and I have weather clothes for every kind of coat. I do too, because let me tell you, when I moved to Washington State, now I had been in San Antonio, Texas for years. So back there it really is like hot and then hotter and hottest. Okay. So when I moved to Washington State, I had to go buy like a whole winter wardrobe. I did. I mean, I was buying all kind of sweaters, faux leather leggings, moto leggings, like the works. So I kept all of that, even though I moved back to San Antonio. So, it does get cold in San Antonio for about a good month, but not like how it get cold up here. So like I might wear sweater dresses, for a couple months, but it ain't like I'm not freezing per se. I could throw on a nice coat and I'm in my car going from the car into the building, you might be a little cold, but you got your nice coat on and stuff, right? But my point is that I went and got clothes for the weather, for the environment in which I live in. That's what I did. And thank goodness I can still fit them clothes. 'Cause I've been wearing them since I've been here. But yes, Lavonda said, stop it, Tiff. Lavonda, what I'm saying that's wrong? Help me out. What am I saying that's wrong here, girl? I mean, you already know what I'm thinking about. So, I mean, I get it. But yes, like, come on, people. Like, dress for the weather. Do I need to do a video on how to dress for the weather? Like, should I add that to my to-do list? Because right now on the to-do list, I'm planning on doing a fall fashion video. I got one more I want to do. And then I want to do two boot videos, like two boot haul videos that I got because I was like, you know what, I could do like my boot collection. Then I was like, wait a minute, I got too many boots. Lord, when I tell y'all I got too many boots to be talking about doing one video for a boot collection. So at best, we might get two boots and two videos, and you still not gonna get all the boots because I just don't think I can do it. But yeah, so yeah, let me see what y'all saying here. She said, "Oops, I meant winter." She said, "Oh yeah, so I should do how to dress for the winter." I'm alright. Let me add that to my list. Dressing for the winter. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So what? Okay, what Mr. Lou and you know it saying? I dress like an old school player in the wintertime. Top coat or peacoat with a cabbie style hat. Might throw on a scarf with it. Oh, I said you fancy, huh? Okay. Oh, and some Taft boots or shoes. Oh, okay. So we see you're dapper. You like Dapper Dan and them. Okay, you gonna come with the threads. Okay. I mean, yeah, like you do need it. I mean, if it's cold outside, you do need to have a top coat or a pea coat because that's like part of your outfit. Like the coat, polishes the look. So like, don't be going outside with just no button down shirt on and some pants. If you definitely have you a nice wool cashmere, top coat, overcoat, pea coat, trench coat, something. And he said, and some leather gloves. Yeah, and some leather gloves. You're absolutely right. And some leather gloves. That's right. Yes. Oh, yeah. And they got gloves now where you can, like, still use your phone and touch and do things with it, because it'll respond. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to add that to my list. I'm going to do a dressing for winter video. I'm going to do that. I am. Lavonda said, Tiff, stop it. What am I doing? Now, you the one that said I should do this video on winter clothing, dressing for the winter. Yes. I mean, because look, when I moved to Washington State, I ain't had nobody telling me how to dress for the winter. I had to figure it out. It was cold. So let me tell you, you know what? Every year I buy me a nice coat for the winter. Every year I buy me a coat for the winter, and you can go to TJ Maxx and get you one too. They have some nice long trench coats, winter wool coats outside of that with the fur around the neck and around the end of the sleeve. Yes, I hobbled on into TJ Maxx today while I was out. Yes, they got that. Yeah, now if you got K and G, I don't know if they got that where y'all at, but K and G be having them coats and stuff. Yes, don't sleep on them. Now, what's funny is that I've been out here for a year and what 2 3 months now, and one of my coworkers, well, he's a friend actually, was telling me he ain't know they had a K and G in this part of the country. I said, yeah, over there in Atlanta. When I tell you people don't know what's out here, I just don't know what to tell you. They don't be getting outside. But he did not know because he said, I like buying stuff from K&G. And so you've been living out here for years and you know they had one in Maryland? They got lots of in Maryland they don't have in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get out here and look. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Louis, it said, do that video. Lavonna said, collab. Well, it's going to be a two-parter, Lavonna. I'm going to do my own thing. And then maybe I can, help a special person, with figuring out how to dress for the winter. You see that wink? Yes. That might be what we do. How will you go about that? Now what, Mr. Lewin, you know what I'm talking about. He's saying, and men need a proper shoe selection. Shout out to Kevin Samuel, rest in peace. I mean, yeah, let me say this. I don't know how people can not have shoes, like options. Um, I don't know. Like when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of shoes. Like I had we had shoes for school, shoes for church. Like, I didn't have different colors. And when I first started working, which I put on the video at some point, when I first started working, I got like some black and chocolate penny loafers. Then I got a pair of black boots. And then I amassed to all the shoes I had today. Okay, so I can have options. I need different shoes for different looks. Okay, so I had to work my way to that. But the point is, I worked my way to it. So I don't know how people don't have these shoe collections. And I mean, you can get you some nice shoes for reasonable prices, especially women, because DSW stay with some shoes on clearance back there in that clearance section. Now, men, I don't know where y'all get your shoes from, but they do sell them at DSW. Like this Taft, I'm not seeing Taft on anybody's DSW site. So we need Mr. Lou, to give a class on how to buy shoes, apparently, for the men folk. Okay, so he says, I got my first leather trends from K&G from the Atlanta one. Laugh it out. That was 2000 or 2001. Oh, you went to the OG store back in Atlanta? Yeah, okay. Now there's one. They got, I think, two in Atlanta. They got one out there in Jonesboro, near one of my family members, and there's another one that I think maybe is around Windy Hill Road or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, K&G where it's at. And when I saw leather jacket, I started thinking about Jodeci in that "Cry for You" video with them out there in the desert doing all that singing, honey, with that leather on. That's what came to mind for me. Let's see. So Lavonda said, Lou, you need to collab with Tiff to help out the other fellas. I mean, we could do that. I don't know if Mr. Lou is a creator or not, but if he willing to do it, we can make that happen. We can add the male perspective to the channel. That's a great idea. Lavonda stayed with the ideas, y'all. She really do, because Lavonda, you tried to get me to do a video on something. What was it that you told me I should do a video on? I don't know. I don't know if I did it or not. But the point is, you be giving me ideas, and I appreciate that. So let me just put that out there to you on this platform here. Thank you, girl. Lou, you know it said, laughing like Lavonda, I might be too much. I ain't trying to put pressure on nobody. Oh Lord, you might be, sir. You might be too much. You might be on the sun with that. You might be too much for those who can't handle it. Maybe that's the way to put that. Yes. He says from Taft, laugh out loud, and don't forget the belt. What's going on with the belt, Mr. Lou? LeBron said, "Nah, they need the pressure." Laughing, they really do need that pressure, though. I mean, because that's kind of what Kevin Samuels did, because he presented himself a certain way, because I'm all about this. If you're gonna be trying to you gotta practice what you preach. Like you can't tell folks what they need to be doing and you not looking like it. You know what I'm saying? So with him, he always came on that live like polished, well put together. You know, had the weight down, had the outfit, the fragrance, the coat, all that. He was like the package. So yeah, that's pretty cool though. So yeah, and somebody is still managing his page. I keep seeing sometimes about with people saying that he's going live and stuff. So someone is still managing his page and they're still like pushing out content and doing like lives and stuff with it. So yeah, I guess his legacy and what he put out there is still continuing. That's what I get from that. So Lou, it said Howell Mill Road. Okay, I was saying Wendy here. Okay, it's Howell Mill Road. I don't think I've been to that K&G. I've only been to the one out there by South Lake Mall in Jonesboro. Yep, that's where I've been. But they had one in San Antonio, so I've been to that one, and I've been to one somewhere else. Because I started going to them because they had like sweater dresses and they had them thigh high boots. So that's why I was going to K&G trying to see what they had in those areas for me. Yeah, that's why I went in there for those things. So Lavonda said everyone needs at least two good belts for sure. I agree. And what saddens me is that I had this big laundry basket full of my belts. And when I moved here, apparently when they packed me up, they took my belts out of the hamper thing and put them somewhere else, didn't label the box with the belts. So I got the laundry hamper, but I don't have no belts. So I have all these belts somewhere in storage. Yeah. So I've been buying a few here and there, but yeah, I have a big collection of belts that I can't get to just yet because I got to go into that storage unit and get some things organized. But I gotta have help to do that because when they put my things in there that I don't have inside of my apartment here, they put like the guest room mattress and bed frame against the roll up door. So when you open it up, it's gonna be coming out. So I gotta have some assistance with getting up in there to get stuff moving around. So there you have that. So let's see. So Lucy, that's the original Atlanta one. So which one is the original Atlanta one? The one that's on the Howellville Road, or the one that's kind of like in Jonesboro area near South Lake Mall? So Lou says, "I'm not a creator, but I manifest daily." I hear you. I hear you. I don't really consider myself a creator sometimes. I'm like, well, am I really that? I'm really just doing what I like to do, honestly. So, but I am trying to learn different stuff. So there you have that. So I'm trying to learn different stuff and trying to, advance the craft. I might be considered a creator at this point. We'll see. So what we got here? Okay, Lou, it says gotta get some Anson belts so you can switch the belts and buckles out. 100. Oh yeah, that's real good. Like yeah, they need to get those for sure. I mean, that'll save you money and space in your closet. If you can just switch out the belts with the strap, the buckle with the strap, yeah. And have me a sip of water. Okay. Alex, hey, how you doing? Now, where are you from, Alex? Now, I always see you. You be always putting in my videos in the chats first, or you'll tell me what you like in the video. So I appreciate you for your engagement, and thank you for showing up to this live today. Now, y'all, I look at every single comment that I get, even the ones from the trolls, right? So when I recognize your names, like, I actually do like recognize it. 'Cause I know who's new and who's been around for a minute. So Lou, it says, don't forget the watches, cologne, and socks. I need to create a course. I'm gonna call it CCM Bundle. Competent, confident male. You know what? You would be rich if you came up with that, because when I tell you they got a lot of people who are non CC, but they are male. It's a lot of them. Yes, it's a lot of them. They need the car. They need the chorus, honey. Go on, put them on to it. I won't forget. There was a conversation that I saw, and this man was talking about how he I guess he couldn't find a woman to date him and stuff like that. And so my whole thing was, you need to focus on you, like focus on getting your money up, focus on, like um oh, like, yeah, focus on getting your money up, working on your weight, being your best self, getting a good job, focus on your communication skills, like focus on you being the best you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about the women that do not want to date you. Because I think the issue is that, the women that he wanted were not interested in him, is what I'm thinking the issue was, right? So it's just like, dude, focus on being your best self. I said, if you do all that, then, you can command a little bit more than what you're getting. But yeah, so I just call it lack of confidence and lack of competence. And it was more or less wanting to blame women for not being attracted to him. But at the end of the day, everybody is not going to want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the mindset. Like, I don't think every man want me, and I don't want every man. Like, that's just common sense where I'm at. So, you might like the men, like using Chris Brown as an example, right? Yeah, so they may say, well, women do all these for Chris Brown, but Chris Brown interested in these women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta date who want to date you for the most part, and stop worrying about those who ain't interested. If they're not interested, and save you some time. They done moved on as you need to. Yeah, I wish I would sit up here and be upset about somebody not interested. They not interested. Clock it and move on to the next, and continue to level up. That's what I recommend one does. Oh yeah. So, Lou, it says, how Monroe is the original one, back when everything over in that area was industrial except for K&G and that shoe store that was over there. Laugh. Oh, okay, so you really from Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, I lived in Georgia. I used to go to Atlanta, but I'm not of Atlanta, okay? But yeah, so you know what you're talking about. I see. Okay, that's what's up. Lavonda says, Lou, Tiff and I know your first student. He said, no, I ain't gonna do it. They're not ready. I mean, but you know what? Everybody's doing a class now. You can do a web class. Like, you can do a go on Canva and create you a workbook and sell it. But you're gonna have to put out some content so people know who you are and be like, hey, let me go ahead on and buy this man course. But I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I saw someone and they said they are a personal stylist. And I was like, I guess anybody, I mean, I guess in today's society, you can just, say what you want to be, and that be what it is, right? I mean, because they're a personal stylist, but they ain't got no style. I'm like, but of course, I would never say that to them. I mean, I'm just saying what I saw on the internet. But yeah, they got their personal stylist, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen them put anything fashionable on. But I guess I said my hairdressers, like hairdressers, that can do hair undo their own hair. That their hair be kind of looking jacked up, but they can do other folks' hair real good. I guess it'd be tired of doing heads, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's that kind of vibe when it comes to the person styling. I don't know. But shout out to them making their money. Okay. We got Dr. Too Fierce for You. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the live. We've been going on here for 70 minutes now. This is my longest one yet at this point. So yeah, so we have Lou You Know It saying, I'm gonna do an ebook with pictures. I mean, you might as well. Hey, you a stylist now. So go on and do your ebook with the pictures. Yeah. Get you a Canva account. As a matter of fact, Chat GPT will help you put that together. Yes, it will. Oh yeah. Yep. So but yeah, so I mean you said something about incel. Where did I see that at? Don't be no incel out here now. I know that's right. Like don't do that. Mm-mm. Like focus on doing being your best self and getting your money right, getting your life together. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. And then, the women will come. But like this man be, oh, I'm just so down and I, I don't know what he looked like. I don't know what he's trying to get, but whatever it is, he ain't working for him, right? So I'm like, and then also like like I ain't trying to be insensitive, y'all, but I know there are some people that are height challenged, okay? And so the thing about it is that you can't do nothing about your height. Now I know that one man went and got that height lengthening surgery. I mean, we ain't trying to be that drastic. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, I have an old coworker called Mr. Don Juan, what I used to call him. He was like 5'3", maybe 5'4", but you couldn't tell me he was 6'9" with the way he had that confidence set up. Because that man right there, mm-mm. I ain't know that. I did not know that short people had confidence issues because I never saw that with him. He was no, he did not lack anything when it came to confidence. I mean, you are the height you are, and you just gotta maximize your other characteristics to your event, and he did. He had a great personality. He knew how to cook, knew how to sew, knew how to hunt, fix stuff, all the things. Yeah. So he was pretty cool in my opinion. But a lot of dudes be, but you know what? And he was married at least twice. Yes. But he wasn't doing like online dating. So I think with people always wanting to do online dating, when you put in your height, well, I'm 5'6". Well, a lot of women want somebody taller than 5. They want somebody maybe 6 feet tall usually is what they say. So if you're below what the usual height is, then they're not gonna move you forward to that person because they want someone at this height. So you gotta date in real life, date in person, like meet people when you're out and about. Because maybe if they meet you in person and they think you awesome, you might get that date. But if you're 100% relying on dating apps, then you're not gonna get as much play because of your height. That's gonna be your limiting factor, if that makes sense for men. So yeah, just date people, just be out the house. Go to the speakeasy, go to the happy hour, go to the networking events, go to the Arlington Restaurant Week, you know, and and see what's out there. Yeah, had to have me a little sippy sip, some water. But I was telling y'all when I was out at that mixer on Monday, um, my friend Corey was live streaming, and so I had got his phone and I was looking at the comments and talking talking to his audience. And they were like, "Oh yeah, man, walk around, show us, what's out there." They really wanted to see the women that were at this event, and I told them the same thing. And if you go back and look at my replay that I did from the live Monday, you'll see it there somewhere in that hour and a half. But I was like, y'all didn't get out the house. Like, why are y'all sitting here? Um, like, why are y'all sitting here at home when you could have been out here at this event? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, living vicariously through my friend who's out in the streets doing stuff. And they were like, well, yeah, man, you're right. You know, we need to get out. We need to do this. I'm like, yes. Why are you sitting in the house? And I would tell people last year, like, you know, when it's cold outside, that's lit. Because if you got your person, you could be in the house with the fireplace going, Netflixing and chilling with your nice wine and your nice meal in the stove. Okay? Having you a nice little weekend, a nice little moment. But, you know, these dudes around here complaining about when they ain't going to have that experience when it get cold. Because they don't know how to act. But let me continue. Let me not get on my soapbox with that. So, Dr. Two-Fish for You says, that's true. Some cosmetologists prefer to have their hair done by someone else until they attend an event. Mm-hmm. Yep. I believe that. Because this one lady who used to do my hair, she did an excellent job on my hair, but baby, she was not a walking billboard for her own company. Because looking at her, you'd be like, you know what, who do you go to? I don't want to go there, you know. But but she did really good hair. But yeah, you're right. They get someone else to do it. I agree with that. And then here comes Lou and you know it. And get on your grind. Money make you tall. Yeah, I told somebody that. If you're short and you make that money, you need to stay on the money. That'll make you taller. Stand on the money. That's right, sir. You know, I did not realize how short P. Diddy is. Can somebody look up for me his height? I think he like what 5'10" or whatever. Which 5'10" really ain't that short, but you know what I'm saying. Let me look this up myself. Because I was like, I thought he was at least 6 feet. Hold on. Let me find this real quick. Y'all, this thing take forever. P. Diddy height. How tall that man? He is 5'10", y'all. Now you couldn't have told me that man was 5'10". I would have thought he was over 6 feet the way he be going here conducting his business. Girl, yeah. Like Genuine. Genuine short too. Mr. Riding the Pony. Let me tell you how tall he is. Let's see how tall that man is. Give me 1 second. Oh, let's see. So Tupac was 5'9". Usher is 5'8", y'all. Usher Raymond, 5'8". I couldn't believe it. Girl, why won't they tell me how tall Genuine is? Genuine is 6'2". I don't believe that. Genuine is 6'2". Huh. I stand corrected. Okay, so he's 6'2". P. Diddy 5'10". Usher 5'8". I'm just saying, y'all. But when you see him on them videos on that stage, like Mr. Usher Raymond, he ain't giving you 5'8" energy. Oh no, he giving you 6'9" energy. Like my friend John Wan was giving. Okay, so yeah, like it's that confidence in that money, as Mr. Lewin, you know, pointed out, that's making him tall. Because I'm today's years old, learning that Usher Raymond 5'8". And when I think about it, he does look shorter depending on what angle, you know what I'm saying, that you're looking at him from. Well, how they're showing him on camera, the angles. Anyway, y'all. But anyway, y'all, I have been on here for 78 minutes and 56 seconds. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about? If so, put something in the chat. Uh-oh, he came through with something already. Let me go ahead and put myself back on this YouTube right here so I can read what you're saying in these chats. Lou, you know it said, that just proves you got to have an angle. Usher can dance and sing. Diddy be Diddying. Pac was the best rapper, and Genuine can dance and sing. You're right. You're right. You do have to have an angle. You got to have some skills. You're right. And if you're just a short man and you ain't got anything else going for you, and get you some business. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Like, Like I told that dude, you need to get your money up, get your fashion up, get your weight right, like get your whole environment up to par. Yeah, when you step out, you need to be. They need to be like, who is that? Who is this dude right here? They need to be looking at you like that, sir. Like this one lady was talking about, like men don't approach her. Well, that because my philosophy is you got to step out the house looking so good that they can't help but come and talk to you because they're afraid they ain't gonna see you ever again in life and they're gonna miss this opportunity. You gotta look like that when you step out the house. They're just saying. Let me repeat that. You gotta look so good when you walk out that door for that man to feel like, you know what, I must talk to her because I may not ever see her again. This is my once in a lifetime chance. I must talk to her now. You need to be looking like that. Okay? You're gonna have to compel him to come speak to you, opposed to him thinking, well, I'm afraid she might not like me. No, no, no. You gonna have to look so good you snap him out of that. Like he ain't thinking about that no more. He thinking about I got to get to that real quick. Step out the house looking like that. So yeah, that's my advice to the women people. For the men, you gotta step out like like you are that dude. You gotta have the look together. You gotta have the fragrance together. You gotta know how to talk, have conversation. All that good stuff. You know, all of that. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you on that one, sir. And don't worry about your height. I mean, your height is what your height is, but work on the other stuff that you work on what you can work on. You can't change your height. And don't get that height surgery because at the end of the day, you get the height surgery, and then your torso is significantly shorter than your bottom, and you looking a little not symmetrical. You feel me? So yeah, that man that did all that, and you got a lot of healing. You walking around here with a with the cane thing. Look, I done told you my back hurting me and everything, so I'm trying to get myself back to 100%. But because I already skipped this line, that's why I went ahead and went with it for today. But we're gonna focus on health and wellness with my back. So that's my priority going forward right now. So anyway, y'all. Well, I'm so glad that y'all were kicking. What we got here? He said, "Go listen to Ti motivation." Yes. What is that quote that he had in there about his height? Do you remember what that is, Mr. Lou? And you know it. Like, didn't Ti have a quote in that song about him being a 5'8" ninja, but with 6'4" energy? Okay, you said yeah. Okay, now let me find the quote because we gotta have that quote for this live right here. Let me see. If you know the quote, then just type it for me, sir. Cause you're the Atlanta you're the ATL connoisseur, subject matter expert around here. From T.I. song. Let me find it. He said, yeah, okay. Okay, now that's one thing T.I. said. I wasn't looking for this. So he said, stop looking at what you ain't got and start let me repeat that. Stop looking at what you ain't got and start being thankful for what you do got. Like I said, folks worry about not being tall, but you got good health, your mental faculties, you got ability to make some money, you got good good something, I hope. Let me see motivation song. Let me see motivation lyrics. Let me find that. I might use that song for one of my get ready with me. Oh, he put in the chat. He said it's on the Urban Legend album, 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4". See that's what I'm talking about. 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" ninja. Okay? I ain't no T.I. was 5'9". I guess he put that in the song. All this time, I didn't know that T.I. was 5'9", y'all. He don't care himself not no 5'9". But you got these dudes. I mean, I get it. If you're 5'4" or 5'5", well, at least he's 5'9", right? I get it. But most folks think that if you under 6 feet, they think you're short for a man. So yeah, I mean, I don't make the rules on that. But what I will tell you is that you need to be maximizing what you do have going for yourself. I know that. Yeah, always. Be worried about what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. And maximize and improve, y'all. I'm just telling you how I live. I don't be running with the pity talk. Cause it ain't gonna get you nowhere. So your best bet is to go ahead on and figure out what you need to do to be in your best position. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Please make sure you have liked this live to help put you onto the algorithm. I'm trying to get my watch hours up, okay? Trying to do all these things. And yes, y'all, if you're catching the replay, thank you for watching as well. Make sure y'all chat, put things in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to be back next week, okay? I'm going to try to be consistent with this. Let me know in the chat what else I should be talking about now. So put that in the chat so I can have some things to talk about in the future. So let me see what's going on here. Miss Dr. Two Fish for You says, focus on your own life and embrace what makes you happy rather than worrying about others. Remember, your journey is unique and special. I know that's right. That's well said. Thank you, Lavonda. Thank you, Miss Lou. You know it. Bring no fans next time. I'm going to order some on Amazon. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.